Apparently we contaminated the crime scene because that spell uses a lot of glitter.
Still love that one. One of my favorites. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 145 of Geek Each Week Live. I am one of your hosts, Christopher Long from Long's Toys. I am joined... Hey, there he is. We got Aresol. What's up, Aresol?
Hello.
We got Frozen Stratos, a.k.a. Blurry Stratos. What's up?
Whoa. Come on, man. I'm in witness protection. You can't just say my name like that.
Well, you
even
should
though it's
disguise
right
your
here.
voice, then.
Then you shouldn't be on the podcast that you've been doing
That's
a few
true.
weeks.
Yeah, you're right.
2 years.
Also, I think you're safe. As long as these 20 people don't rat you out, I think you'll be fine.
That's right, yeah.
And we got Josh, a.k.a. Josh. What's up?
Hello.
There we go.
I don't know about Rye. Haven't heard anything, so maybe she'll show up at some point. We don't know.
You know, I have a recollection of maybe she was telling me something about not being on this week, but I don't
Only
remember.
there was
I don't know.
somewhere you could type it so that everyone involved with the show would know. If only we had I feel like that would be handy. Instead of telling Corey when he's half asleep some Thursday at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
No, I will say I have not seen her all week. As far as I know, she's on vacation or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ohio got her.
Oh no.
Ohio
got her.
Also, let me shout out the chat here. We got Edward Tanzer, we got Cario Hurricane, we got Galen Molina, we got Ryder, we got AJMC, Blade Raider, Thrasher, Adam Prime, Donnie Pearson, Slushy T, Sentai Ranger. Oh, Sentai Ranger Donnie is Donnie Pearson, Jeff, Falcons Tech. Also, Donnie says, I hope everyone's is well despite the passing of OJ Simpson. I don't think anyone's really broken up about that.
No, we're having a good weekend because of the
I mean,
maybe go Google OJ Simpson.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think anyone's broken up. Yeah, so Astronaut showing up at the last minute. Very cool, very cool. Thank you all for joining us on this fabulous Friday evening. I guess I'll go first because no Rye. I don't have a ton to show off, but I got some good cheap stuff this week. So Walmart was having clearance, the aisle in the electronics, which is kind of like their collector area like Target has.
Oh, yeah.
So I got the Loyal Subjects IDW Shredder for $10, down from 30, I think it usually. So he's got several glare accessories. You can see them all here on the inside flap.
Nice.
That's good.
Also on clearance at Walmart, I got this Dragon Stars Piccolo for $10. I'm pretty sure they did Piccolo a while ago, but he didn't have his hat and cape, so it was just him. And this is also the superhero one. So, and I don't know why they did this redesign, but traditionally Piccolo's the bits on his arms, I don't know what you'd call them, but they're more pink. And then for superhero, they're kind of a tan, as you can see here. So I was like, for $10, I love Piccolo, and now I can have the hat and the cape. Also at Walmart on clearance, this was $13, and it was the only one they had. So I thought, why not? I don't have this one yet. They had been I think, what are they usually, Josh? 25, 27, something like that?
25, yeah.
And they had marked them down to 21, and I was like, we can do better than that. And they had, I think I told the story before, they had a Mesogog in front of this, and I was like, oh, I'd like to get that. And then one day I picked it up just to look at it, and I was like, oh, that box is empty. Someone has stolen the figure out of it. So I just threw it somewhere so they would find it because it was trash. Pretty sure this one's still inside. It looks to be sealed and not mangled. So
yeah, good luck, because mine was a Build-A-Figure, so I had to assemble
Oh,
it out of the
really?
box. So yeah.
Well, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that was all clearance at Walmart, and then I also went to Ross. I don't know who Kinthaba is. Apparently, he's a skiff guard, but he was also $4. So I got him. And then I had never seen this one before, Corey, but it's all non-transformed versions.
Oh, okay.
So it's Goku Black, Goku, and Vegeta, all with black hair. And for once, I found a 3-pack instead of having to buy them individually. So I thought, why not?
Nice.
So now I'm still only a Goku or a Gohan away. Broly's still here from last week. And then the last thing, I found this for $12.
Oh,
I don't care so much about like this show or anything, but I have the large ship and I have these 2 smaller ships because they were dirt cheap. I think at one point Amazon had them for like $8 a piece. And the ships are big enough, and like these are kind of 4-inch figures, even though they're like super deformed with the large heads and whatnot. But the vehicles work well with 4-inch figures, and so I thought that these speeders might be cool to use for like vintage collection figures. So I figured for $12 for 3 of them. I mean, the figures are decent, and like the lightsabers are not molded to their hands or anything, so they could even be used for something else. But I don't know. I just thought it was neat. I thought it was cheap, and I thought the speeders looked cool, so I went for that. And I think that's it. I got a bunch of Lego stuff as well, but I didn't feel like carting that all upstairs. So
Nice.
You can watch my video for that if you would like to see what I got. But yeah, that is it for me.
All right. Well,
Out of my way! Don't stop, lady, alright!
Wonderful.
Hello. I got stuff. I took a nap just now, and I only woke up because I saw a notification that said, "Hey, your toys have arrived." And then I also looked at the time. I was like, "Damn, I don't have enough time to get the toys that have arrived." So I woke up and did this, but that'll be next week. For now, I managed to track down, I want to say like one of the last few vintage collection ARC Troopers I needed. So I have all 9 now. Like they're all hanging out in this neato little box. This neat little box. So I took a picture of all of them together with all their weapons, and then they promptly fell all over my floor, and I spent hours looking for all their goddamn weapons. So I finally just put them in a fucking bag and threw the rest of them in a box. And I'm like, you are not moving until I find a steady place for you to exist.
First world problems.
I know.
My figures won't stand up and their weapons fell out of their hands.
Like, why wouldn't you make I guess holsters strong enough to hold the fucking blasters? Anyway, I got a whole bunch of these Death Watch guys as well. I got like 4 of them. And they're all, Clone Wars based. To go with them, I also got this Angry Mandalorian. This is a pre-Vizsla. And he came with a Darksaber.
I much prefer post Vizsla.
I know,
so
yeah.
wait for it.
I also got my Bo-Katan figure, but I don't know where on my desk she went. I think she went on an adventure with Ahsoka. So they're gone right now. I did, however, get an episode 2 Anakin that I was
witness
Aresol
protection again.
about. Does not look anything like Hayden Christensen.
It's not too bad.
I kind of see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's closer than I expected it to be when you were telling me about it the other day.
That's fair.
But
Yeah, I like. There's that one, and then like compare it to this head sculpt. It is better than this head sculpt because this one is a different man. This one is an older man. I don't know who this is. Yeah, there's that. Who else did I get in that box? I don't know. I got a bunch of like Clone Wars era stuff. I think I showed this guy off, the Super Commando one. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was those guys. I finally built all of these dudes.
Nice.
I did not get the special sound wave, sadly.
Yeah, no one ever does.
So yeah, there's that. What else happened? I got a nap right before this. That was a good time.
Already said that.
I
Also,
did?
that's
Okay.
doesn't count as something you bought this week.
That's true.
Yeah, hey,
Well, I
I
mean,
slept
I did buy the
last night,
mattress.
Corey. Isn't that awesome?
I don't want to brag, but I've been sleeping pretty consistently since I was born. I don't know. Like at least once a day. Just, humble brag. Whatever.
I don't know, Josh. Can you relate to that?
No, I cannot.
So you know what? Maybe it is something like that.
Apparently to Josh only.
Yeah.
And then you're just being a dick because he wants to sleep and can't.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So I hope you're proud of yourself.
I am. I'm also done. So.
All right. Josh, what did you get this week? We know it's not sleep, apparently.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did take a nap before the show, but
Oh,
I know.
Oh, yeah.
all you kids and your naps.
Yeah, I didn't get anything. I think if Katie's still here, oh yeah, Katie just said I just took 2 shots of Z-Quil.
Damn.
Melatonin's. I want to not wake up.
He's planning to sleep like Rip Van Winkle. God damn.
Well, I mean, I didn't get it yet, but tonight Katie bought me a Techno Viper at Target.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah, I saw yesterday or one of the days this week, I saw him and Rocky Balboa and Quick Kick. And I was like, oh, I don't want to pay full price for these. And then they were gone like the next day. Like, somebody snapped them up.
Yeah, the wave like just popped up in stores. So excited about that. But I'm trying to think. I don't think I got anything else this week.
Are you sure? I think you should talk longer while I fill out the Transformers news.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
was there any Transformers news this week? Besides like the movie stuff?
I don't know.
Damn.
WrestleMania was fun. Watched that.
It was fun.
No more
Very
wrestling.
fun.
Actually, yeah,
No,
Josh
all
and
the
I were
wrestling.
talking.
I mean, you can have wrestling. I'm not trying to take it away from you. My
Josh and I-
whole timeline that night, I was just like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
And then I saw people the next day were like, stop talking about the eclipse. And I'm like, really? The once in 20 years thing? And whatever, to shut the fuck up about that. But my whole timeline the day before was nothing but wrestling.
Yeah, but this is the 40th WrestleMania.
How
We only
different was it
take
from the
this every
39th
year.
one?
Cody
Huh?
finished the story. It was very important. We had to see it go down.
Okay. I think it's
Took
funny.
down
One
the
time,
puppet.
it's my mom's uncles. One time they used to, back in the 80s, everyone watched wrestling. It was so even huger than it is. Well, debatable, but it was large in the 80s. And I was like, I don't get this. And he was just like, it's like soap operas for men. And I was like, oh, it is like that. Okay, cool. There you go.
Yeah, it was fun. Some of my friends and I met up at Keyshawn's house both nights to watch it. So that was a good time.
Yeah, my brother and I hung out and watched it.
Nice. Yeah, it was very fun.
Yeah, aside from a few dips here and there, pretty good year.
Yeah, I
WrestleMania,
think so.
so.
Yeah, there was. I mean, you're always gonna
Definitely
have
had a better ending.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you're definitely gonna have some of those matches that, like, you're just not as invested. But
Oh yeah. Well, I
That's it.
mean, any match that Logan Paul has to be in.
Oh,
Check
no.
out.
Really?
Oh no!
That was pretty. That
Did
was
they
pretty
beat his
entertaining.
ass at least? Did he get his ass kicked?
No, he won.
won.
Oh,
God
now
damn
see, you just discredited anything you possibly like. You could have made a case for why wrestling was cool, and then you just ruined it. You should have just not said that part. You just discredited all of
You
it.
should have just lied to me.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
I mean, I don't care about wrestling, but now I don't even respect it.
That was a really entertaining match, though. I like that one a lot. But I get it. Like, I feel like Logan Paul's really good at it. Like, he's really good at being entertaining, but I don't like him. So, but I can't deny that this is like
Cut
a
Josh
good
out of the
avenue for him.
Also, my favorite wrestler lost, which is actually in this case a pretty cool thing. So I'm not that broken.
Oh, okay.
Who's your favorite?
Yeah, dude
Gu-
lost.
He's a big Austrian man named Gunther. And he's held the Intercontinental title for 666 days, but he lost at WrestleMania. But it was a record-setting run. So
That's so metal.
Mark of the Beast.
Hey, well, check this out. I finished the news. Kind of.
Woohoo.
I did
No.
I scrubbed through. Yeah, okay. Let's check out what we got going on. Oh, that is not doing too well right now.
I think at some point you're gonna have to redo this with like cybernetic parts. Like it got so
I
beat
might.
up that
Yeah,
it
I don't
became
know.
like a
It's-
robot.
I think you might just have to let it die and get a new one.
Aresol, I think it's already dead.
Oh man, this has become
It's
Kamen
dark.
Rider.
So are those supposed to be flies?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I thought it
was
was like when on Looney
Oh,
Tunes they get knocked
yeah,
out and the thing.
that's what I
circles
was
their head.
thinking.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Yeah, those are
Oh,
flies. It is.
man.
Yeah, it's
That
not doing
tape
too
did
well
not
right
do
now.
its job.
It didn't. I thought it would. I thought it would really work a treat.
Now, can I say
same with
something? Can I say something? You missed an opportunity, my friend. Easter was 2 weeks ago. You could have had this thing die, buried, and back 3 days or less. Come on.
It also requires us to have had prior thought and Kamen Rider news throughout the entirety of that time span. I think there
Well,
were a few times.
that
It would have
Yeah,
been
that's
perfect because we had a show on Good Friday. That would have been the
Oh,
time
wow.
to show it buried. And then when we came back next week, it'd be like, "What's up, guys?"
next
And
week.
you just
should
have to,
just
like,
be
You know, I know it doesn't have hands, but you just have to put holes in it in a couple
Right.
places. And then you
What's up, guys? I'm Baby Nut.
Baby nut. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we'll find something for this. All right, hey.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Outsider strikes again. Let's go.
So
So
is this V3?
yeah, so
Nice.
so the next episode. This isn't like another new episode of Outsiders. This is the same one that's gonna have like Geek stuff in it and have the new Genmu form and everything. They just were revealing this aspect of it that they were keeping secret till now. So a while ago, there was a rumor that this was going to be happening because I think this summer they're doing one of those super best re-releases of the 01 driver and the 02 unit. And so this is not going to be the 02 unit, but at least, you know, it kind of all connects together. So this is going to be the 03 unit because this is Kamen Rider 03. Which, yeah, like you said, Chris, it is very much inspired by V3 in
It's
terms
got,
of the
twin
colors.
turbines.
Yeah. The green eyes and
So
like,
is
the
this a
red
new
and
unit
stuff.
that they're going to sell that will connect to my Legend
Yeah.
or 01 driver I already have?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
So
Is that sword
Yeah.
different in any way, or is it just the?
no, this is just so there's a bunch of different pictures where just kind of like how I think was it Arc Scorpion did it, where it can just use like any weapon from 01.
Oh,
so,
okay.
like-
So he just happened to pull. The,
Yeah, so like there
I don't
was
even remember what this
pictures.
one was called, Phoenix Riser or something. What is this
Slash
called?
Riser.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause there was pictures of it with like the Slash Riser, with both the 01 swords connected together like you could do,
Yeah.
and then the Thousand Jacker he had too. So
I'm not gonna lie, Phoenix Riser, kind of a better name.
That
Not
definitely is a good
I
one.
mean,
Yeah.
Phoenix Prize.
Also, dude,
Nice.
Oh yeah.
there's already a Soto custom. There's already a Figuarts custom. Josh told me that like within hours of this happening, someone has already made it, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
That's
Because
great.
like
It-
the
It looks
body,
good. I like it.
yeah,
Yeah.
the chest and the arms are repainted from Eden, the movie rider from Zero One.
Oh, okay.
And then the helmet is just slight retool, primarily a repaint of the 02 helmet. So
I will
technically,
say,
this is pretty easy to do.
I will say they have a unique opportunity here to fart this out in a premium set and have like a 1, 2, 3 set and have like 01 realizing hopper that we never got.
My God, I did
And
not
then an
even think about that.
Izu 02 and
'Cause you
then
totally need it.
But at Izu 02,
Yeah.
the suit doesn't look any different, does it?
No,
no,
just
but
be a
they
different
put it in
body
the
mold.
survey as
Oh,
like a
shoot.
possibility of something to win.
But I can
How did
just
you
say
not-
the one I
How did
already
you not
have
say that
is
to me
Izu.
earlier? When we were
because I was
talking
half
about
asleep,
this?
Josh.
That's right.
I
you
think
didn't wanna get out of
if
bed.
they do that, can they? You know what they should do? Wait, did they already do? I was gonna say they should do it as a Soto double cross set. Then I would buy it instead of Soto.
Oh, Shoto double cross. Yeah. I mean,
But I was gonna say,
No,
did they already
whatever.
do the 02 in Shoto? I think they did, right?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
yeah, it was pretty early,
yeah, I have that one.
right? Yeah.
I think it was fairly recent. Well, I don't know. Maybe like
Yeah,
set 3
it
or
was
4.
one
somewhere
of
in
the
there.
first couple of sets or so.
Like the first set had 01, so
Yeah, I know the first one had
Yeah.
01 in Metal Hopper or whatever that set that
Uh-huh.
form's called, and yeah, I think it was either it might have been 3. I don't know.
Mm,
That
Somewhere in there.
sounds right.
yeah.
Because the second one was like almost all double.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And then it got its own premium set as well. So
Which I did not buy.
yeah. Anyway, this looks neat.
So do you think he made this one because Easy won't give the 02 driver back?
He just wanted to be even stronger.
Yeah. I will say, if you're gonna give this thing the title of 03, I'd really like it if you actually made like a full-on suit. Otherwise, just like, because this is so clearly something cobbled together of stuff that exists already. But whatever.
Yeah, but that's most of what
Great.
Outsiders is.
They
I
added.
know. I feel like the 03 title deserves better than Outsiders.
Nothing is better than being an
Shut
outsider.
up.
Excuse me.
This
No,
is this
sorry.
has the honor of being part of the only tokusatsu that Josh will watch.
Oh, and what a great honor.
I guess the chat is questioning if this is Aruto. Yeah, I just assumed.
I
I
thought
don't know anything. I don't know anything about Outsiders, so I'm not.
I thought I was reading. I don't know if I don't think we have it officially confirmed who this is, but I think it was somebody was saying something that it's probably Izu and Arc together.
Oh,
Uh,
they're really going
who's
after
that?
Aresol in the chat there. Damn, guys, we just talked about Easter's already passed. You can't crucify Aresol about this Aruto mishap. Right? Let it go.
Yeah, this is here. We'll see.
It
When is this
certainly
happening?
May 12th, I think.
Oh, we're
Something like
close.
that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Moving on.
Man, you'll be watching Tales of the Empire and then this.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, I will only be watching Tales of the Empire.
I will only be watching this.
Okay.
No, you're missing
Hey,
out, Josh.
Sentai News. There's a whole box, and it unfolds into a little street, like the little rails that they get launched on.
Yeah, so this is I love this. This is the Boom Boonger car Boom Boonger version.
No,
Which
what?
like okay. Because there was that one that's being released in like that. We're giving 1,000 or whatever away a month.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, the
Oh,
weird giveaway.
This
that,
is
was
like
that one yellow or white? What color was that? It wasn't blue.
I think that was yellow. I think that sounds right. But yeah, this
I
one
like
is
the
like
blue better anyway.
Yeah, I do too. This one's the more proper, like Legend Sentai styled one. And it comes with these little cardboard standees that are up in the corner as well, so that's cool. So yeah, that's some kind of thing we didn't know was coming. Just a little storage box, and then there's also this clear crane one that's coming out in a magazine.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with this picture of the shoulder cars?
Oh, you can put any car on the shoulder.
They're just showing
like
you that you
that.
can pop them on there.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
connection ports there.
Yeah.
That is true. So the chat is asking about you didn't put the tire in here. The pillow that comes with the.
Oh yeah, I
Don
forgot
Brothers.
about that. Yeah, I mean it's the same Don Brothers one. It's just another way to get the Don Brothers one. If you didn't want to get.
What was the previous way?
Some apparel thing.
Okay.
Some clothes thing.
It was funny because we were talking about it last night, and I said, "Yeah, there's a pillow. It's a tire pillow." And then Aresol was like, "You mean like a tire from a car, or like the character tire?" And I'm like, "No, it's just a tire." And then Corey's like, "A tire, so it's apparel after all." And I was like,
It was a wonderful string.
"Yeah, it really
Oh
was.
my
Like we
God.
all set each other up. It was like so many steps had to fall into place perfectly.
That's great.
It was good."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're not wrong. So
Mhm.
When you were describing this last night, Corey, I thought it was like more than just a cardboard box.
excuse me, it's got a
I-
foam
you know.
insert. It is more than a cardboard box.
All right.
It's just a box to
Here's
put
the
cars
thing.
in.
Here's the thing. 1,600 yen.
No.
I don't mind that. No.
I mean, that's $10 basically. You're mostly paying for the car.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the only reason why
Yeah.
anybody's really buying this. Because like, what are you gonna do with what 3 car? Isn't there just like three little slots in there? Like that's okay.
Yeah.
Like
You unfurl it and play with a little road thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey, there are play mats that you can get from a dollar store that
Okay, fine.
They do sell like. Have you ever seen those like area rugs that are just? I used to see them at like Home Depot all the time. It'll come with like one fake off-brand Matchbox card. It's just an area rug rolled up.
oh my
And it
god,
looks like a bunch of roads, like a city, but it's obviously flat.
you're
but
right about a pillow being tired.
I thought about it, Floof, but then
Oh.
because when we were trying to come up with the title, I was like, "I'm
That's
so
good.
tired," and then dash
That's a
D.
good one.
But then they didn't put it in the news, so I was like, "Well, the joke won't make sense if we don't talk about it because they didn't put it in the news." So
Well, it's, I mean, our titles do always make absolute sense that you could decipher. So
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
Just
I
like the
tried
one
to
time-
make them based on something in the news.
Just like the one time Aresol had us make it. Oh my god!
Well, he told us about that in the news. That happened in the news.
Well, all right, moving on. Oh, the special's out?
no.
Then what the fuck?
So a trailer came out last night, a new trailer that showed that
Oh.
Zenkaiser Black is going to be in it. And Bandai are a bunch of liars because you can't do that with the
Oh,
King Galar Gabor
Oh,
Caliber.
yeah, that's right. I didn't even
So
think about that.
that's
I mean,
fun.
you can if you like take it apart, unscrew everything, and
Yeah,
put it back
yeah.
together.
If you
Yeah,
possibly
holy shit.
break it, you can do it, but you can't do that.
Well, that just means
So-
it's an excuse for them to sell another one that can do it,
Oh, you know it. So
which
yeah,
I
'cause
will
that,
not buy.
that was in the trailer, and then everybody was like, "Wait a minute."
Well, actually, you know
Wait.
what'll probably so the one that we got was just the DX mainline version.
Yeah,
What they're gonna do is they'll repaint the Memorial one, which
Yep.
can do it,
exactly.
into this, and so they'll do a Memorial.
Yeah,
what was this
of
thing
course that's
called?
what they're gonna do.
King
The-
Caliber
the
or
King,
whatever.
yeah. What
whatever it's
I'm
called.
they also, I mean, they still need to sell whatever this repainted.
Yeah, I'm
Gabor
sure
revolver is
when
too,
they do
so-
repaint, I'm sure they'll do it off the Memorial version.
Yeah.
So that'll just be 2 more Memorial
Right.
versions they can sell.
But it's just
And then-
like it's like why did they ever remove that feature in the first place? Just because it didn't happen in Kinoger, who cares? Just keep
It had to be something to do with the fact that there were so many more electronics in it. than
Yeah,
there were in the
I
first
guess.
one. It
I don't
has
know.
to be because otherwise,
Just-
you're right. There's no reason not to.
Yeah,
So they
it's
must
just-
have had to
it's just
put
dumb.
because the original toy had like one sound. And so I'm sure that
right.
you know, then whatever the electronic thing that's in there wasn't in the way. That's my
And like
guess.
obviously,
It's the
I'm
only thing that makes
assuming.
sense.
Yeah, and like obviously, I'm assuming that at the time.
Sorry, Adam just said now you're thinking like a Bandai.
I'm assuming at the time that they designed the King Gabor caliber that this special was not necessarily something that was in the cards.
Yeah, so they
so,
didn't
like,
have to worry about
you
it.
know,
They're like,
but-
he's not going to be seen doing it anyway. So if you
Right.
have to take it out,
But then
for
it's
the-
just weird that then they ended up doing it anyway.
well, again, because this substantiates them selling the.
Yeah,
reprint
no,
of the
I mean, it
Memorial
definitely,
Edition.
like, I mean, everybody kind of expected that they would repaint the Memorial one into that eventually. So, like,
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
sure
not
they will.
shocking, but it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, wow, all right. So
I love this picture of Zenkaiser Black because he's literally just like, stop. I will not be answering any questions about my origins or whatever.
yeah, pretty much. So, but yeah, those were kind of the biggest developments from the new trailer. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. When does it come out?
the end of this month, I believe.
Ooh. Okay.
So, yeah.
No. Moving up.
Is it coming out on Blu-ray right away, or is it on the website?
I think it's one of those things where like the Blu-ray with the toys isn't out until October, but it's one of those ones where like they'll probably have the DVDs at the theater or whatever. Like we'll see it earlier than October.
Mm.
you know,
Okay,
one of
so
those
however
things.
fast somebody can get it and translate it.
Pretty much,
Right.
yeah. But like the
Okay.
actual like official Blu-ray with like the deluxe like crown and
Yeah,
guns.
I was
Just, like-
just trying to figure out how someone could get, you know, a version.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it
you
with,
know, right,
basically.
right.
Hey, we got some Power Ranger stuff.
We do. Oh,
Yeah.
So yeah, so we knew this was coming. We knew that they were doing the whole Zeo team. There was already that third-party company that has already put up pre-orders for their own version of Zeo Gold, so they kind of got beat to it. But yeah, just you know, Zeo Gold is out there so that way Chris can buy that. And it looks great. I mean, it looks
before the
exactly-
license gets pulled.
Yep, pretty much.
Hooray.
It does look like it only comes with one version of the staff, which is kind of interesting.
I wonder
or
if
wait,
it
no,
can
it does have
articulate.
the open version. Never mind. Dude, I can see it there in the one picture. Okay. No, wait, no, it can do everything because the pictures are showing it.
I was gonna say it might just be one staff, but it's big enough that it can
Possibly.
actually like the slide open.
Yeah,
and not
I just
have
didn't
to
notice
need.
that at first.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, it looks great. I love this suit, so I definitely would be interested in getting in this one.
yep.
Yeah, I mean, it looks
Zeo,
perfect.
Zeo Black Ranger, my favorite. It is a good suit though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that rumor when they were like all the King related Rangers were going to come back for King Oger, and we were
yeah.
like, "Oh, King Ranger's going to come back," and then it never happened. And we're like,
we
"We're
still don't know what's going on with that Memorial Edition Shoto film listing we had like a year ago.
Oh yeah. I would like that.
I mean, they
Me
make
too.
figure arts all the time that they don't ever make, so it's very possible that
Oh,
that
that's
got pushed or canceled.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah, preliminary lists can.
I mean, there's not, as far as we know, there's not even a prototype. They make full on figure arts, show them off at shows, and still don't make them. So a list,
Yeah.
a sentence somewhere on a digital list is not as.
Yeah, just
I'm still waiting for my CSM Aqua Driver.
You'll be
yeah.
waiting.
It was only 5 years ago that they showed that off, so I'm sure it's going to be right.
I
on
know.
the corner.
Yeah, it's on the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always relevant.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
He's always a top priority.
of course. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Treadfloor.
Stop lying to the kids.
This is the real. This is the real Gold Ranger.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Ultraman news. What we got? Oh. Okay.
So,
Yeah, so we have the Ultra Hero series vinyl of Arc. We have this dude, which is not Arc, but is also Arc. I don't know what the hell this is. It is this
I just start bleeding out of my nose.
Yeah. This is also Arc, but not Arc. Okay, if you say so.
It looks like one of those, like they always do these like special color versions of the vinyls and stuff. Like, there's always these random campaign ones. So it looks like it's one of those. I don't believe that it is. It is a different character from the show. But it is supposed to look like Arc. I think. I don't know. Vaughn said something once, and I kind of just didn't retain a single.
Is it like a Bizarro version of Arc?
Vaughn said something once. I wasn't paying attention.
It's a Bizarro version of Arc, and his name is Kra.
No.
Because that's Arc backwards, you see.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
God.
Well, it took you a second, so I wanted to make sure you got it.
Box said it. I think it's supposed to be like Arc before he fuses with the protagonist, and yeah, I believe that is what it's supposed to be.
Oh, okay. So it's like ethereal plane Arc. He can hang out.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
Strange.
It had a name. I don't remember what it is, and I don't care. But
this is like Arctor Strange. Nailed it. Okay, moving on.
And then
I just like how he's called Arc, but he uses cubes.
Oh yeah,
That's still my favorite thing.
Yeah.
So I know we'd seen the Changer stuff before, but this was kind of just a better picture of it. So there it is. Yeah, it's fine.
By the way,
I'll put it out there. I like this guy. I think he's neat, but I get it.
I don't have anything against it. I just think it's a bland
either.
looking suit.
I
just like to make fun of Ultraman.
Situation.
You like his what?
This whole Rubik's Cube situation.
Except the fact that the cube itself cannot Rubik's Cube.
No, it cannot.
If it were an actual Rubik's Cube, I would buy it. Like,
cool.
for sure. Collect Rubik's Cubes. So, yeah.
He's trying to transform because the monster's destroying the city. He's like, fuck, I can't get this. Quick, pull the stickers off. It's killing everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, moving on.
Yeah, and then these are his.
Oh,
yeah.
He's actually getting new forms, unlike Blazer.
Yeah, so he has a sun form and a moon form, or armor, I guess. So that's what these are. There's vinyls of these two. I just didn't bother to put the final pictures in there, but
that's
I'm sure
fine.
You can picture exactly what this would look like.
In your mind's eye, you can construct an image of what a vinyl of this.
That's really bunching up in the crotch and waist area.
You don't have to look.
I can't not look. I'm strangely drawn to it. I can't look away.
I like the armors. I definitely like the moon one more. I think, but
they're fine.
Yeah,
they're cool.
I like the little wings coming off of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
he's got a jacket for when it's cold outside. Still not wearing pants though.
I guess this would make the gimmick line, like it would make it easier to do like the armor swaps. So I don't know how they're gonna do those, but I assume
they won't.
Okay, good point. Moving on, G.I. Joe.
Yeah. So this was a shit show.
Why? What happened?
Emily had to apologize for this.
Really?
So she apologized on her Instagram.
Is that Hotshot's head?
So
what?
Who?
The helmet. Never mind.
Anyway, so what happened with this? So a couple weeks ago we talked about the Cobra Ferret on the show. That went for pre-order like 2 weeks ago. And
I was there for that reveal.
Right, yeah. That's right. And everybody who saw that knew that they would eventually repaint that into a tiger paw because that's what happened in the original toy line. So I will note
there was also some dude in the crowd who they brought up for a question and took up the most fucking time saying, "Hey, it would be really great if we got a Tiger Force version of this, huh? Wouldn't it be great?" And I'm like, God,
dude.
Shut up.
So hold on. Are you trying to tell me that at some convention a fan got up and was awkward? Hold on. I'm going to need a minute to process this.
Yeah.
Every convention you ever go to, every panel, there's always that one guy that gets up and takes 4 hours to ask his question.
100%.
Because they're the ones that run. They're the ones that run so fast.
Yeah,
with the microphone.
they are like spawn there. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
They spawn there.
And then they come included with the microphone. And then they take 4 hours to get the question out, and by the time it's over, everyone in the crowd just looks at each other and says, "What the fuck did that person just say?" I don't even know if that was a sentence. And then the person on stage goes, "Yeah, I don't
You
know."
know what, Chris? We do actually have a live. We do have footage.
I think Jason is the master morpher.
No, see, that's a different situation because the person in the crowd asked a normal, coherent question, and the person who that the question was posed to had no fucking idea what that person was talking about.
And then he went to prison.
No, not yet. Fingers crossed.
No, hopefully soon.
We're waiting.
so basically, everybody knew that this was going to get repainted into a tiger paw eventually. So I just didn't realize, and nobody really realized that it was going to happen so soon. So what happened was this leaked out on Wednesday night out of nowhere. So we didn't know this was coming. There was no listings for this as far as I remember. And there was no indication of when it was actually going to be revealed properly or go up properly. And usually, Hasbro does their pre-orders at 1 p.m. That's usually kind of the typical Hasbro time, right? And since this was a Tiger Force repaint, we knew it was going to be Target, so we knew we could expect it on Pulse and Target. And then out of nowhere, so, it leaked Wednesday night, and then Thursday morning, it went up with no warning at 9 a.m. on Hasbro Pulse. And that coincided with a tweet and an email. And it was one of those things where it was Pulse Premium members have it first access from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. But the email went out 10 minutes after 9. And I think the tweet was a little bit late too. And so by 9:15, this was already gone off of Pulse.
It was gone. I woke up, saw the tweet or the notification on my phone, and I went to look at it. I'm like, oh, well, it's already gone. So I guess I don't have to worry about
exactly. That. And then there was no indication of when it was going to go up on Target, if it was going to be the same day, if it was going to be today, or if it was going to be weeks from now, and Pulse just somehow put it up early. No idea. And then by the middle of the afternoon, the Target link was discovered, and it went up in stock. I think it was around 3 o'clock or so. That's when I was able to get my
middle
order
of the
in.
afternoon.
Yeah, I got an order in. Chris, did you pre-order this or?
It's Tiger Force at Target. No, why would I pay full price for it?
I mean, that's true. I mean, it did sell. It did sell out pre-order this within an hour there at Target.
Oh, it'll be in store, and it will be.
They're making less quantities of stuff this year, so there's that.
Yeah, but still, no one's.
Here's
the thing. This is the fun part about this. Everyone is freaking out that they're buying them from Pulse, so no one's buying them in stores. So the stores are getting them, and no one's buying them.
You're definitely right. And there is nothing new about this release. I mean, except for the box, but because the entire vehicle is a repaint of the Ferret, and the entire figure wreckage is a repaint of the second version of Firefly that they made. Which is
new dude.
Is this guy, so I don't know this character. I assume.
Yeah, so basically what it is that in 2003 there was a Tiger Force 5-pack that came out or something that had this character named Wreckage, who was just a repaint of Firefly. So it is accurate to just do that exact same thing.
Oh, but it's not an original 80s character.
No, it is not. It is.
Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest. I'm really not worried about getting I'd like to get one version of every vehicle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah,
I got the other one, which is I'd prefer that version than this one. If I find it on clearance at Target, I'll probably get it. If I don't, I'll live without it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah,
I've kind of given up on trying to 100% the classified series. And it's kind of the same thing. It happened to me eventually for the NECA Turtles as well. I'm when it's small, you can try to keep up with it, and then eventually they make so much of it that you're I just don't care anymore. You know what I mean? There's too much of it. I just can't be bothered anymore.
And Falcon's right.
Also,
that Firefly figure, the one that this is repainted from, was prone to have very loose joints. So hopefully this maybe is a little.
Oh, did they get switched
better.
to the Bad Factory?
Probably it
should've
kind of
been
seemed like they
Vietnam.
did, but that was a pretty loose figure.
better
I like
tighten
the
it up
color
quick.
scheme of this guy though. I like the way this looks.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with this.
Yeah.
I'll have one version of this, and that's fine.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
you know,
Whose home have they destroyed in this beachfront setting?
I don't
I
know.
didn't even.
What's going on here?
I assume
I
it's,
didn't
a, it's a
notice
Cobra jungle hideout. I don't know.
It's probably who's ever working in the sweatshop that manufactures it.
Oh, no!
Oh shit!
He's like, I'll show you loose
Damn.
joints, you son of a bitch.
Oh shit! All
Yeah,
right,
so this is
well,
number 137. So,
Okay.
which they have not revealed 128 through 136. So we have a pretty big gap of numbers.
Forgot about them and didn't release. All right, moving on. Star Wars news, because stuff happened. Okay, so I talked Josh's ear off about this like all week, but Star Wars, like you know the build your own lightsaber kiosks at Disney, they've been updated with brand new pieces, and genuinely, these are exactly the lightsabers that I have been wanting for the majority of my life.
This
It sounds
Happy Meal looking trash is what you've been waiting your entire life for?
Thanks, Chris. But no, like these lightsabers, each of them you start with a core, and the blade fully retracts in, and when you extend the blade, it makes lights and sounds. So it does all of that, and it's customizable with all these brand new pieces. I have yet to find out if they're compatible with any of the old pieces, but like top to bottom, this is completely new. And it's out at Disneyland, Disney World, Downtown Disney, all sorts of Disneys that have this kiosk.
So, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
The bottom right picture, I'm assuming the first two are like Inquisitor blades? The gray thing and the black thing?
Yeah.
And then the other ones are obviously like Kylo Ren's lightsaber, but in different colors. What's with the piece with the two corn cobs hanging off the end of it? I don't know what's going on there.
So I think that's
Corn?
more of like a High Republic sort of thing. It does still have blades, but it is like an older style lightsaber.
It's really weird looking. Maybe it's just a bad picture. I don't know.
Yeah. And as usual, there are options to like, you know, there are regular lightsaber ends, or you can have like a dual end to connect a double lightsaber if you want. It's much more expensive. I think this starts at around like $40 for just a lightsaber, and then $45 for a lightsaber and one of the special emitters, and then, you know, even more for the double, and the double with the what they call a double deluxe with one of these bits at the tip. So
Double deluxe, does that have like 2 slices of cheese, lettuce, tomato, and onion?
yeah, and beef patty. Yeah.
Well, of course, that's a double deluxe.
Yeah,
the beef patty is understood.
Deluxe comes with their secret sauce. Yeah, I'm so stoked for this. I'm seeing where my schedule lands and when next I can go to a Downtown Disney to buy one of each part if I can. I want to see how I can.
How far? I mean, that's what, Anaheim? So what is that, like an hour away for you?
Well, not 45 to an hour, depending on how early I wake up.
It's a shame it's not at Universal, because that's probably much closer to you.
Yeah, it is very close. Yeah.
What's
But
Universal, like 20 minutes?
Something around that, 20, 30. It's not bad.
Zero says, you forgot the pickles. I'm sorry. You can get
that. They've been under his tongue the whole time. Hey, they're the pickles from last time.
That's right.
Yeah, no, these are my perfect lightsaber. The only thing that could make this better is if Hasbro takes this and like releases their regular lightsabers in this style, and as like the standard characters, like make Anakin's, Obi-Wan's, and all that stuff. So then you have like a Disney ecosystem of all this, and then a Hasbro one that has the standard parts. I love this. I love everything about this, and I can't wait to get some. Yeah.
Aerosol, don't we have some footage of Corey enjoying a lightsaber? There it is.
Great.
I was full screen, so I didn't have a
All right, cool. Yeah, that was this. I just wanted to share that because I think this is for Season of the Force, and they're doing a whole bunch of stuff. Like they updated the Star Tours ride as well, which I'm really excited about because Star Tours is my favorite ride of all time.
Have you gone on the Falcon one?
I have, yeah.
I still haven't tried that out yet. I think that the last time I was anywhere that I think last I guess California was probably 2018 more. I don't know. Whatever the last time I was somewhere, it wasn't there yet. It was like coming in 6 months after I was going to be there. And I was like, damn it, I want to try that one out because it looks
Well, hey, man, extend your trip. Maybe we can go to Disney. Yeah,
I would like
that's these parts. This, Evan.
So the funny thing about this is it comes with the figures, which everyone who bought these figures already is like, son of a bitch. Luckily, for once, I did not. So if I get this vehicle, I'll only have to have one version of each of these. But
and the single pack one didn't have a jetpack.
Oh, is that true? That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is there's nowhere to store the jetpack. Like, I'm assuming he can't wear the jetpack in the cockpit. Maybe he can. I don't know.
Mm. I also love how it took all the way from like the Kenner era to like going on into like more articulation, bigger ships, more accurate ships, all this stuff, and it got way out of hand. All the way to now where they're like, fuck, well, we can't make all these ships that people want anymore. I have an idea. Let's make a 5 POA line of about 4 inches, 3 3/4 inches, somewhere like that, and then make reduced sized ships that go with them. That's a great idea. They circled all the fucking way back.
Well, I mean, they've been doing vehicles for Vintage Collection for a long time, but they're so pricey. I mean, the Vintage Collection version of this is like $130.
Yeah.
Whereas this will probably be $30.
It's 35.
Exactly, like
35. You see, even still, I mean, that's it comes with 2 figures. That's fine. I mean,
that's what I'm talking about. Their shit just got too complex every now and then. We took
they tried for a very short minute. They tried to do vehicles for the Black Series, and then they realized that's just not.
No.
I mean, that's why if you have something where you want to do a lot of vehicles and play sets, you need a smaller scale to not. That's why I loved Mission Fleet so much, because small figures gives you a lot of possibilities for vehicles and play sets. And that's why that line was a lot of fun. It's also why I really like Lego Star Wars, because it's the same kind of thing. Very small figures. You have tons of vehicles and play sets, and it's great. But yeah, this is obviously, and I think you could probably buy this and probably still fit Vintage Collection figures in it. So that's an option as well. So
yeah, Chris, how is the Razor Crest Vintage Collection?
It's pretty good. It's holding up these other things. It's literally right here. It's in this box. But see, the joke's on you, because if I want, I could probably sell this for like $800 right now.
Oh no, you definitely could. You definitely could.
Yeah, it would be really funny if they just sized up the Mission Fleet model for the Razor Crest and then shat that out as one of these.
I mean,
do you even think that this line would bother with it? I feel like they're not doing as much.
Would they bother with the Razor Crest? Yeah, probably not.
No, not at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see them doing like an X-Wing, maybe a TIE fighter.
Yeah.
The obvious hits.
Right.
I mean, of course, I got to start with Mando, because Mando, everything's got to be Mando. I'm like, look, I get it. It's good. It's a good show, but there's fucking 40 other years of Star Wars we can pull from, guys. So maybe give that a shot.
Yeah. It would also be nice if you could if that area was big enough to fit a it was on my desk earlier, but like a droid head, just sort of plop it down.
Yeah. Well, if you have a droid factory, you might be able to pop the dome off and pop a head off a droid.
Yeah.
You could probably make that happen.
Plug that in.
My only real complaint with this is I wish that the missile launchers were underneath instead of on top because it looks kind of gaudy.
Yeah.
And I feel like they could have just as easily molded them underneath so that the front still looked nice and streamlined, and then it would work just as well underneath. And I don't know why they didn't do that, but it's not a huge deal, but it's my only real gripe with it.
I pulled the dome off. I don't think it was supposed to leave this purple piece behind.
Well, you broke it.
It was not supposed to leave that purple piece behind. That sucks. Oh, well. Hey, N1 Starfighter, Nito.
Hey, Hassan, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Austin? How's the convention?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And we'll wait for a response.
Oh, Adam Prime says breaking news. What's the breaking news? Is it Denji Blue?
It better be. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so-
All right.
Well, it's the weekend right now, or you don't go till
Ladies
tomorrow?
and gentlemen.
Oh, you just did setup. Okay, so
Oh, gotcha.
it kicks off tomorrow. Okay, we'll have fun.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Corey. Let's go.
Waiting for the what was the breaking news?
Oh, broke his droid. Yeah, okay, thanks.
Oh,
hey.
breaking. Got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. I guess
Why?
I don't know, man.
This looks like some shit you find at Dollar General, and you're like, "What is this?" And it's like some knockoff brand that's like, "We made a car, and then we somehow painted it to look like Optimus."
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't look that good, but it's a thing that exists.
For those of you that enjoy car racing, you can have an Optimus Prime about it.
Bingo sports.
Yeah.
You can have an Optimus Prime about it?
Yeah.
He just
There
runs into battle and he's like, G65, motherfucker, let's go.
All right. There's also this clear Bumblebee. I think they're doing for like a little pop-up or something.
Oh, I don't know what this is.
It was on TFW. I saw it and I was like, ooh.
He is
clear
popping a
plastic. I
squat.
love that.
Looks neat.
Huh? Yeah,
Full-on-
yeah. That's
Full-on
a
sumo wrestler there.
deep-ass squat.
Yeah.
He's not skipping leg day. It looks good.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. I don't know what it is. Is it a remold of something or is it brand new?
No, this is the core class Bumblebee.
Oh, the one with the shitty backpack?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
We got
I
a
guess,
graphic. We got like a motion graphic.
I guess that whatever that something was. I don't even know what it was, but something was.
It was
on.
CinemaCon.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, all this news was coming out of it because all my Twitter feed was going nuts, and I'm like, "What is happening? That all this news is coming out?"
Yeah, each studio had a presentation where they showed off like trailers and stuff that they.
Yeah, it's a CinemaCon thing that's been around for a while. I just never heard of it before.
I've heard of it for a couple years. I'm not sure how old it is or not, but yeah.
So yeah, I guess they showed off like every movie was showing off like 10 minutes, I guess, of footage from.
Yeah. I mean, the most important thing from the Paramount presentation was the new Smurfs animated movie starring Rihanna.
Okay, if you say so.
That was certainly the most interesting thing. The fourth SpongeBob movie was talked about during that.
Don't care about that either.
This was talked about, obviously. So
I thought you were going to say Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about just the Paramount presentation.
Oh, just Paramount. Okay.
They confirmed that Transformers G.I. Joe movie is in the works.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
yeah.
Major spoilers for Rise of the Beasts if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that's.
But yeah, so movies we knew
Joes
about.
in it?
Or what?
I said, are there Joes in it?
Everyone's Joe.
They're here to bring your cabin down, apparently. So
Oh my god! They're here to destroy your beachfront property.
I love Falcon's comment. Transformers 1, the 8th Transformers movie.
That's true. Oh, that's true. They're doing a Last Ronin movie for Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, that was a cool announcement. I was not
That'd be
expecting that.
Because
That
for
was
the
cool.
longest time, they were like, we want to do, everyone was like, do a Last Ronin movie. And they're like, we don't want to because we're afraid kids will be like, oh, a Ninja Turtle movie and watch it and then be like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah,
guess
because they
finally went
said
there.
they
They'll
said
cast
they're
those
gonna.
children again to
It's the same 4 kids. Yeah, exactly. They're all cursing now and killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
there.
shit, I went through puberty fast.
I did not
No,
expect that. That was a cool announcement.
Yeah,
I'm
so I don't
definitely-
know if that's I
Yeah.
don't know if it's gonna. They say it was gonna be theatrically, or is it gonna be like a
Uh,
direct to Blu-ray?
I don't know what the
Yeah, it wouldn't
intention of
surprise
it
me if it was like a
is.
direct to Blu-ray thing, just because again they don't want to.
I mean, I would assume that if it's not theatrical, it could just be like a straight to Paramount Plus kind of thing.
Well, then I can't watch it. So hopefully it's not that.
So that's what I would imagine it being if it's not theatrical. But yeah, I definitely would have expected that. So that's really cool. Definitely here for that. I think that was kind of Was that all the stuff from the Paramount panel? They showed some of Sonic 3. Yeah.
I still have not seen Sonic 2. I saw the first one, and it was fun. And there's a Knuckles show soon, right?
Yeah, that comes out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I don't have
Oh,
Paramount
it's a
Plus,
show.
so
I didn't
Yeah,
know it was a
yeah.
show.
yeah, Knuckles is the show.
It's the 6 episode event series.
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of like a movie then, really, if you think about it. 'cause
Pretty much, yeah.
They're
And
half
it's-
hour.
Yeah, and it's set between the second and the third one, so
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Oh, we
Oh,
knew.
That's
we
it.
news.
That was it.
Wow.
That's all we had.
Damn.
You didn't talk about John Warden?
Finished in an hour.
I didn't care. Do you want
That's
to?
fair. No, I don't.
I mean, he's back on Transformers,
Yeah.
which is ultimately a good thing for
Man in toy
Transformers.
industry has job again.
I mean, he had a job. They've been
Yeah.
moving because
What
I
do you
guess
mean? He had
Mr.
he had a great and steady job as head of Ghostbusters and Power Rangers.
I think didn't someone say he was working on Indiana Jones too?
I think so.
Because
Yeah.
I think I saw someone was like, he's back on Transformers, which is good for Transformers, but it's not good for the 3 brands he was previously associated with. And I'm like, well, we know Power Rangers is dead. Ghostbusters is not their property, so they'll just
Yeah.
give us a
Ghostbusters
license.
just kind of exists whenever Sony tells them to do something.
Yeah, and like the showing they put in for the most recent movie was
Pathetic.
barely
Yeah.
existent.
Yeah.
I mean, they did 4 figures. They did a 1 4-figure wave, which was just slight retools of what they did for the last movie.
Right.
The Ecto 1 was just a slight retool from the last movie. They did 1 like role play wand toy, and they did a
Yeah.
Slimer figure, and that was it.
Yeah, the only things
was
that are on the
whole line.
horizon for that are that Ghost Trap HasLab like shipping out, and then the Ecto one with the
HasLab. I think that's probably the last HasLab they'll do. They make sense.
Probably.
They do
Yeah,
the pack,
probably.
and then they do the trap to go with it. And I think that's
You
enough.
don't think they'll do a fully functioning car to go?
Yeah, the HasLab Ecto 1. Only $40,000.
Yeah.
That would be part
But
of
we
the
need,
new.
we need to pledge 200,000. Otherwise, the factory will roll them out.
You must provide proof of an acceptance from a bank for a loan
Right.
to back
yeah.
the.
Yeah.
The
to
stretch
back that.
goals include insurance and registration.
If you order now, we'll be including a backup cam. We'll be including.
We'll throw in an extra car battery and some
Yeah.
oil for oil changes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Jumper
and then-
cables.
And then
Um,
Indiana Jones is practically a dead franchise.
Yeah,
so-
Indiana Jones. They
Yeah.
literally only did anything because Disney asked them to.
Right,
None
yeah,
of
they
it
wouldn't
sold
have-
well across anything they did. The 6-inch line didn't do well. The Mission Fleet line not only killed itself, but also killed the Star Wars Mission Fleet line. So that's pretty impressive. And then what else do they do? Like a role play whip, and I think like a 12.
They did those.
12
They did those.
12-inch figure.
They did those Kenner style figures, the retro.
Yeah, they went
Don't
straight to
forget,
clearance.
did the tip of a staff.
Oh, that's right. They
yeah.
did do that.
That
Yeah,
was a
just
big
the
part.
head.
Yeah.
feel like we should call it a toy whip and not a roleplay whip because
Fair enough.
I think those are already a thing.
That's true. Indy's into some kinky shit. No, yeah, it was. I mean, literally nothing they made for that. Any of the merchandise did well at all. So
And that wasn't even just for Hasbro. Like the Lego sets didn't sell that well either. Like this just across the board.
yeah, I mean, well, most of the Lego sets were.
I mean, there was only
reviews of
3 Lego
ones that
sets
they
to
had
be
made.
fair, but
Yeah, there were only 3. But yeah, I have all 3 of them, but I don't think I paid full price for one of them. So
yeah.
my
My Target still has a bunch of the was it the Tomb of Souls? Is that what that one's called or whatever?
Yeah,
the
the
Raiders
Wells.
one.
The
Yeah,
Wells,
Wells. That's
yeah.
it. Yeah, they have a bunch of those. So
I think my Target has all 3 of them still. Actually,
mine might have the
Indiana Jones fuzzy handcuffs. That might actually sell.
My Target might still have the more
Indiana Jones to the
plus-
dominatrix cradle.
It's a shame. I mean, the new movie was fine. I don't think it was amazing,
I liked it. Yeah,
but it was fine. But yeah, they just literally, I think they just did that as a favor to Disney, and literally none of it sold. So they were happy to lose. And the other thing is, they're not going to make any more media of any kind for Indiana Jones. So
at least not for a while.
Yeah,
So
they'd
they
have to.
don't-
But I think they even said no one else will play him besides. I mean, they say. Sure,
Yeah.
fine,
Okay. Sure.
But I think they would have to wait till he's gone for a while before they
Yeah.
would think about doing it again. But yeah, so I mean, basically 2 out of 3 of those are not their properties, and certainly nothing they care about keeping the license for. And Power Rangers they didn't want in the first place,
Right.
So yeah, they're like,
So,
well,
yeah,
since you're not
there's-
doing anything, you might as well.
John. Yeah, because he updated his LinkedIn. That was like, I'm off those brands, and now he's back on Transformers. He was also head of product development on Classified series too.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. So
I mean, that's the thing. Hasbro has Transformers and G.I. Joe, which are theirs. They own it. And then they have Star Wars and Marvel, which they partner with Disney. And that's their 4 brands.
pretty much, yeah.
They do Dungeons and Dragons and Magic stuff. I don't think they're going to do many figures for them, but they obviously have the cards and that stuff. That's
especially after the Dungeons and Dragons movie figures and how.
Yeah, I mean, they did those cartoon retro figures. Those all went to Ollie's.
When Amazon was charging $3 for the Dungeons and Dragons figures, basically begging you to buy
the Hugh Grant one, yeah. Those. I mean, those went to Ollie's and Ross.
Yeah,
and
my Ollie's is still clogged with those. There's tons of cases of those.
I mean, when I went to Ollie's a month ago, and it was just everything that was left over from Christmas, and I was like, I don't have to come back here until someone online says they find something, because
pretty much
it's just the same shit now. But yeah, so that's what Hasbro's going to do. They're going to dig into their main 4, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Oh, I think we're pretty good.
I mean, yeah, we don't really. I mean, we only did an hour, but it was pretty short news-wise, and it's all good. So yeah, we will see you guys next week. Well, do we have any clips we want to play quick before we get out of here?
Sure. We've got time.
Sure. Any
Do we have him falling out of the chair? I know Liz made it for us, but did it ever get uploaded to the list of clips?
No.
it's not on here.
Oh, we got to do that.
Yeah, we'd have to upload it.
Also, Corey, I mentioned this once before, but I really want you to find a clip of Wheeljack from Superlink, which is the
Ryan and I
Japanese
were
version.
laughing about that the other day. Wheeljack.
He's like, Wheeljack. Yeah, you gotta. Because I got one of those YouTube videos that just shows up randomly in your feed, and it was every Superlink transformation. I was like, all right, 15 minutes, let's go. And so it's anytime he's Superlink, Wheeljack, and I was like, oh my god, we need this, especially since we have It's Time for Wheeljack. We need Wheeljack.
Here's a little bit of an oldie.
Here I am. I'm back.
Billy! Billy! Billy, you're too hot!
Classic.
Classic.
You can't go wrong.
I don't know why we still have that.
Jocelyn, be careful. There's a sharp curve coming up. Hold on to the water.
Because it's funny. I mean, it's so obviously staged because the car doesn't even seem to move, and she just goes and just hits it everywhere. I'm like,
Yeah,
so obviously just threw that in the air, but
Jocelyn still had to get drenched.
yeah. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
she committed to the role, yeah. But it's
I love how her eyes just went.
Oh my
What
god!
else do we have?
There's probably some good stuff in there. I was trying to think the other day of ones we haven't done in a while.
Josh,
Are you guys ready?
It's
morphin' time! We're all in unison.
I was trying to set up a joke, and then Corey immediately interrupted me with the clip.
It had John Warden in it, and I was
Just
like,
the
"Oh, this is
sound of
relevant."
like their clothes as they're
Yeah, it is true. It's funny because when it cuts to Walter and it's the coin falling out of his morpher, you really can't see it at all. So no one can tell what the hell's going on in that little clip.
You know what we need more of?
Crazy.
I genuinely, I want more of it.
最高の爆上げだな。Cerveza cristal. Cerveza cristal.
You should put them in more like random things, yeah.
Yeah, I genuinely, I think I need to like purchase a bottle and like have my own setup to film those things because like I can't find the right hand coming to the angle.
I mean, that isn't even the hand he reached in with.
No, it is.
I don't so much care about that. I like seeing it.
We can make more of those happen. Genuinely,
Yeah,
I thought it wouldn't be funny past its first week, but having had time away from it and running into it again, that was so fun.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
It is still really
I
funny.
just want to watch, like, I want to see those Star Wars movies that they actually did that to.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I want to see what happens after that, because how do you go back into the story after you, like, place the ad, okay, fine, and we see it end there, but the movie kept going. What happened?
Well, because the way that it
after
worked
that?
was that they would do those to transition into the commercial breaks.
Oh, okay, so then when they came back from
Yeah.
commercial, it just was the normal movie.
I thought it was
Okay.
because they couldn't have commercial breaks, so they just leave.
Yeah, that's what I heard, too.
That's my.
No, they
'Cause I
just
just wanted
decided
to, like, go to the beer in the tree, and then they cut back, and Yoda's just like, can we get back to it? Like, what the fuck is the drunk now? I'm trying to Jedi train over here. What the fuck's going on?
I just love that one of them is like a tense scene between the Emperor and Luke, and the Emperor just reaches in and pulls one out.
Well, no, he like puts his hand out, and then they
pulled-
reverse the footage so that the beer he dropped just goes back into his hand.
And then, like, his thumb gently caresses it as well.
Yeah.
Comes down. Oh, that's the good stuff.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, everybody. Well, we got 10 more minutes out of it for you, so enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you next week, and yeah, that's gonna do it. So, good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Have a good
Bye.
weekend.